Darvin, seemed like you got pretty consistent energy throughout. Saw a lot of those open shots not go down. You talked about shot quality last game, but what's the message in the locker room after a loss like that?
Excuse me. Just, basically sustaining our competitive edge, really being committed to having a next play mentality, and playing with discipline. The most successful teams in our league, they are usually full of talent, but having said that, they are usually the more disciplined teams. I thought we fouled way too much in the first and third quarters. I want to say they had 10 free throws in the first, 12 in the third, and just remaining disciplined 95% of the way. And right when we get to 100% discipline, right before we get to 100%, one of those hands comes down and guys in the act of shooting a tough shot. We got to force teams to make those tough shots and not bail them out with fouls. But having said all of that, I'm super duper proud of our guys. They competed. I think we've seen improvement from game 1 to game 2, especially on the defensive end. I mean, that's a monstrous ball club in that other locker room, and people are raving about them, and they come highly touted for a reason. And the way we stepped out there and scrapped, even when we did get down, to be able to get back in the game, make it a game, that's the definition of identity building, like establishing what our culture and our environment is going to be like. So I'm definitely disappointed in the loss. Thought we could have did a few things a little bit better, but again, we're trending in the right direction, and I think we're creating an identity for ourselves in the way we defended it tonight, and obviously really good carryover from what we talked about in film, what we did in between the Golden State and tonight's game. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'll sleep well. I won't be angry or depressed. And we still have 80 games left, but again, we're trending in the right direction, and I couldn't be more happier than the way we did. We had a no-quit mentality.
Darvin, obviously, you guys were getting out in transition a lot of steals today, and then a lot of those were capped by, an open shot that missed. Obviously, you need that shot to go down for the scoreboard, but when you kind of miss some of those opportunities, does that seem to count for more momentum-wise, emotionally, just kind of not quite capping it with the points on the transition?
Yeah, I mean, it's human nature to be disappointed. And if you get a huge stop and you're running and the ball is humming around player to player, guy shoots it and doesn't go down. It stings a little bit, but nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Like, you got to move on to the next play. And that's one of the things I talked about in postgame. We talked about it in pregame, actually. Just having that, being highly competitive and, again, not feeling sorry for yourself, not having those disappointment lags. Even, not shooting the ball very well from 3, we still were in a position to win the game. So, I tend to lean on that, but we just have to keep working, and eventually those shots will go down. We just got to keep working, keep coming, putting our best foot forward, and just having positive energy toward it, because our offense is producing a lot of good looks, and it'd be different if that wasn't the case. But it's producing great looks, and guys just got to step up and knock them down.
Darvin, you cited some sort of quality shot metric pregame about the Warriors game that you were comfortable with the looks you were getting. Again, you guys shoot 40-plus. Again, you shoot a poor percentage. I know it's a very small sample size, but at one point, do you recognize that maybe teams want us to shoot these shots because they don't think we can make them?
Yeah, I guess you could say that, but, I mean, we just have to take care of our business. That's the way we want to play. If they want to give us those shots, we'll accept it wholeheartedly. I mean, that's the way we want to play. We want to play fast, physical, and free. And again, we see these guys making shots in practice and shoot around. They got to do it on the game floor. It's as simple as that. Whether the team is giving us shots or what not, that's, it is what it is. But we like the shots we're getting. And once we start making them, we'll see if those shots are still available due to our running habits and our screening habits. So definitely, you'd like to see the ball going more. But, again, you just have to trust the process and and continue to work at it and get reps up, and eventually the ball will go in the hole.
Lakers are at